Have you ever made a fruitcake?
No.
In my family, there is a long tradition of the fruitcake being made, and I have a recipe that I thought I would share with you guys. So just look at it together. Dates, crystallized ginger, pecans, rum, and allspice. And there you go.
I'm just panicking right now. I don't even know how to make a fruitcake taste good.
And I want you to make me a family holiday feast using these cherished, coveted recipe items from my family's fruitcake recipe. Because this is called Flip This Dish.
I thought he said do a dessert, so I changed my mind real quick and had to rethink my whole menu.
You can shop for anything else you want in the store, but you must include the 5 fruitcake ingredients. Feel good about that?
Yes.
Awesome. Chefs, to your carts. You really got to hammer it down. I mean, you can't use just 3 or 2 or 1 or go. I like when the light goes on.
I immediately run to pork chops because I'm thinking the only way that I can incorporate these crazy ingredients is into a pork dish. I think I am going to make a grilled pork chop with onion cream sauce and a fruit compote on top because this is my mom's favorite dish. Rum. I know that dates are on our list, so I grab dates, and I think that apple and fennel pair very well with dates. I see the pecans, I grab those. I run to the spice aisle, grab some allspice and some nutmeg because I had planned on putting that in the sauce. Yes!
You know, I don't think that fruitcakes get enough credit. Think about it, so many uses. They can be used as a door jamb, as a paperweight, or as a weapon if you're attacked by villagers.
I'm gonna make veal with a rum sauce. That was the only place I could think of putting the rum into. I wanted to go Christmas with the yams. I make mashed yams a lot. When they said dates, I knew that I was gonna put the dates into the mashed yams. The rum I'm gonna put into my sauce, and the allspice is gonna work real well with the mashed yams. I can't find the pecans anywhere, so I grabbed mixed nuts because they had pecans in them.
I've always wished that a fruitcake was anything but a fruitcake, so I'm really excited about this challenge.
Oh man, $20,000 meal. Better make it good. I grew up in New York, delis, working, learning how to cook, working with my mom. And, you know, I want to give her that back by winning here today.
Figured out what you're making?
It's my mom's favorite thing I've ever cooked. Grilled pork chop, onion soubise, and just a little compote. And onion soubise is essentially cream, onions, and potatoes. I get my onion soubise started, and I add some cream, I add some nutmeg, I add some allspice. I open the bag of pork chops, and I realize that they're, like, way thinner than I wanted them to be. Bone-in chops. I got this, guy!
Take one of those hogs and cut them the size you want them.
Let's do it. This pork chop screams feast. My family loves eating pork on the holidays, so let's go big. So I cut 4 huge pork loins, and I know I have to get them on. I don't know if they're gonna cook in time, but I'm gonna commit to it.
What are you making?
I'm gonna do a veal, date-infused mashed yams, sauteed purple and green kale, and ginger rum pecan sauce.
Wow, busy man in 23 minutes.
My sauce is the crystallized ginger. Put some shallots in, add some heavy cream, and start reducing. I'm gonna put the rum into my ginger sauce. Because of the sweet crystallized ginger, it's gonna be so overly sweet, it's gonna need the alcohol to offset the overpowering ginger.
Time is not on your side, especially when you're cooking a major feast.
You don't see many recipes that say 30-minute feast.
Oh, and by the way, you gotta shop in some of that time, too.
I want to get my compote started. I start chopping my apples, my pancetta, my fennel, my dates, crystallized ginger, pecans, and start cooking it. I flip the pork chops over. They have a really nice sear, but these will not cook all the way through on the grill, so I need to do something. I throw them in the oven.
Good-looking Kraus hatch, girl. Crank that thing.
I should have probably stuck to the smaller cut of pork, but I don't really know if that says family holiday feast.
From my mashed yams, I incorporate the yams and the dates together, and then I add a little bit of the Parmesan cheese and the allspice, and I'm hand mashing up before I add the nuts in. My kid loves my mashed yams. When I started the chemotherapy treatments, they told me I'd never be able to have kids. We ended up doing an in vitro with my sister-in-law, and we had my oldest son. The ironic thing was, 5 months later, my wife turned up pregnant. That's how my two oldest are only 5 months apart. 25 years later, I've got a great family, just totally blessed with everything in my life.
My pork chops are still not done. These are not cooking. I grab a ripping hot cast iron pan and throw them on top, hoping that the heat from both sides are gonna evenly cook them.
How you feeling, lady?
I hope you like pork chops.
I like cooked ones. 1 minute left.
Oh, get on the plate.
Get it on the plate.
Pure concentration.
I hope that the pork chops fully cook through.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop working. Good finale, guys.
Wow. That was impressive.
All right, judges, this is game 3 in our holiday competition. Flip this dish. Taking the ever so loved ingredients of a fruitcake and flipping them into a family holiday feast. And first up, give it up for Chef Scarlett. What do you got?
Hey, Chef. So today I have made for you a grilled pork chop with onion soubise and a fruit compote on top.
Scarlett, this compote is nothing short of heaven in my mouth. It's a perfect choice to go with a nice thick pork chop. You've cooked this pork chop perfectly. It's still juicy, a little bit pink. My one problem is it a feast?
Pork and fruit are two of my favorite things, so by topping it with that incredible date, pecan, McIntosh apples with the fennel and some thyme, I'm getting that nutmeg, and I really like that because it feels holiday flavors. This was a real opportunity for a bite full of a good sweet potato, acorn squash, some kind of starch.
Why does a feast have to be a protein, a starch, and a vegetable? When I think feast, I just think of a whole bunch of food.
Thank you very much. Chef Larry, what do you got for us?
Well, what we've got is veal scallopini done with a caramelized ginger for the sauce. I infused the dates and the pecans into the yams and sauteed the rainbow kale with a little bit of butter and sugar.
This is a feast for me. It's like a buffet on my plate. This took a lot more to do, obviously. You had 4 components. Nice to pull them off. It's just really good.
This plate, Larry, is a holiday feast. You have a lot of vibrant colors. This scallopini is gorgeous. It's lovely. It's cooked perfectly. But that sauce, it's sweet.
The sweetness that was in there, the judges may not like it, but I like it.
All right, thank you, judges, chefs. Return back to the kitchen, and we will call you as soon as we have a decision. Thank you.
After finishing both dishes for what the challenges are, I kind of feel torn.
I want that $20,000 so bad. I can taste it. I'm really scared that not playing the game is gonna be my downfall.
Thank you, judges. Let's bring the chefs back in, please. You both have done a fantastic job, but one of you will be checking out and one will be going on the shopping spree. The chef that will be checking out will be Chef Scarlett. Chef, this was a very heated debate. Where the difficulty comes is feast. Had you had a vegetable on the side or a starch, we'd be in a whole different world. It has been nothing but a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Give me a hug.
I am a little disappointed. The hardest thing is that I know I'm gonna have to go back and call my mom and be like, hey, I almost won, but I didn't. I just want them to be proud of me.
Hi everyone, make sure you subscribe to Food Network UK where you can see loads more shows and loads of different recipes.